4:15 in the morning. We were meant to wake up at 4, but there was a lightest of light shower at about 20 to 4, so we just got up. There's been some lightning around and about us, but a fairly long way distance off. So we are going this way, and we're going to do a climb and hopefully get a sunrise. Starting off walking through a bit of a burn area. Plenty of grass on the ground, fresh, but these trees aren't in a good state. Here we are at the top of Stuart's Pass. First climb. Amazing views. It's pretty humid actually, so thinking this wind might be bringing a storm in behind us. The sun is rising in that direction. I don't know if we're going to get any with the clouds. Sunrise might not happen. Rather unexpectedly, at Brinkley Bluff, we're putting jackets on.
Cold and rainy.
Yeah, it came out of nowhere. 1 minute it was humid, really humid, and the next minute it was raining, so I wonder if this will just pass as we get lower. Still going along, still windy, the rain's dropped a little bit, still pretty exposed. The sunrise didn't happen. In fact, it's 6:45 and we're still working with headlamps, and we're just starting to be able to see a little bit of the world around us. Alright, quite an eventful morning this morning. We got up early thinking we were going to climb Brinkley Bluff for a sunrise shot. We got almost to the top of Brinkley's, having noted how humid it was, and then the clouds rolled in and we were like, this is strange. And then we got to Brinkley's Bluff, and just as we got to Brinkley's, it absolutely started to bucket down and the wind blew a gale. There was lightning all around us in a couple of points.
Scary.
So it got a bit hairy. So our plan was just to get down, and if it got any closer with the lightning, we would have just stepped off the side of the trail on the leeward side of the trail and hidden underneath our ground sheet. We're now 7 or 8k from Standley, and the sun finally came out, having been pitch black for an hour longer than expected, but we're still not seeing a whole lot. It was quite the unexpected adventure.
Yep.
We were told there was no water between 4-5 Junction and Standley Chasm. They were wrong. Irony, you have a location. Just done a couple of 3 kilometres of creek walking, and now we're 700 metres from Standley Chasm, and there's a bit of road walking.
We've just arrived at Standley Chasm and it started pissing down again, so that was good timing. Pacific Dawn is from a cruise ship.
Unexpected pancake stop and a brioche. Looks alright.
I have lots of underwear. That looks amazing.
Still raining. Like 2 minutes ago.
Oh, it's explaining about the weather forecast.
So we're holed up here at Standley Chasm. It seems we're catching the tail end of a cyclone that hits northwest WA unexpectedly. So that was what caught us on the top of the mountain this morning. It's meant to carry on through the day but clear up tomorrow. So we're considering kicking on this afternoon if it looks like it's lightening up, and then getting to a shelter tonight in the hope that it is clearer tomorrow.
Burgers first though.
Burgers first though. Part of it did. Part of it survived. Oh wow. That's pretty cool actually. Holy moly. It's about 12 o'clock and the cafe's shutting because they're flooded out, which means we don't get our burger today. But that's just more incentive to push on. So we're going to have our normal lunch and then probably head out, and we're just going to do the low route because there's not going to be anything to see on the high route, considering that we saw nothing all morning coming down from Brinkley Bluff. Disappointed. Due to excessive flooding here at Standley Chasm, everything's closed, which was very disappointing for one of us. She wanted a cheeseburger, something fierce. But one of the ladies behind the counter just said she'd made fresh scones, and if we didn't have them, they'd have to be thrown out. So we're having strawberry butter and cream on our scones for lunch. Could be worse. We're just waiting for the inevitable moment we have to put our cold, damp clothes back on. Until then, we're just chilling underneath the sink in the wash house. Would you call us experienced walkers? Experience is teaching us something. There you go. Still pretty rugged out here. It's pretty much the first big climb done, I think. Going over a saddle now. Probably won't film too much, just want to get this done. The weather's the same as this morning, just, you know, keep trucking. Trail's got a little bit damp in the last few hours. So this is an extremely slow part of the trail, but we're killing it. Tangerine Jerry Junction, the high route, we're not going to do. I don't think it's going to be worth our while going high today. We've already been high once and saw nothing, even when the sun did come out. So we're going low route, 4k, 1.5 hours. So we're making really good time so far. I think we're probably about halfway through and we're just on 2 hours. Not something you see every day in the Northern Territory or anything. A proper creek system with a proper creek crossing up, water crossing up here. Oh yeah, an actual creek crossing. He's coming across these little structures. I think they're what the ants have built to protect their ants' nests. There's an ant coming out of there from the rain. So there's 4 or 5 down this part of the path. And as the rain's stopping, they'll come on out. That's to stop the water gushing in as it runs down the pathway. It's quite cool. There's been quite a few of them just in this little section. Not sure how much of this was here before the rain, which is a pretty picture all the way through that gully. A lot of water. Okay, Jay Creek. It's a good old day we've just had.
Yeah.
The last K or so into Jay Creek was probably the most attractive walk into a shelter we've had. Things I did not expect to be doing this morning. Running away from a storm, 29 kilometres in a day, and wearing a puffy jacket and thermals and a beanie at dinner time.
Well, you've now worn everything in your... So this morning it said 33 degrees.
And 100% chance of rain.
Well, 100% chance of rain.
Now the temperature is 23 with a low of 10, 90% chance of rain. And tomorrow is no rain, 23 degrees but windy. And the day we expect to finish is 18 degrees, no rain. So we've had a 20-point swing in our temperatures. And the wind chill is quite strong.